Hello, Manifesting Miracles family. Hey, it's Andrea, and today we have Joy joining us. She's been in our tribe for since the beginning, really, and I'm super excited about Joy joining us today. She has had some massive transformation change, just gone from a whole new personality. So, two different personalities. So, we're going to bring her on and ask her exactly what she did, what she felt allowed for the big transformation to take place. And we're going to ask her specific questions on how she's been able to manifest the life of her deepest heart's desires. So we're going to bring Joy on here. Tommy, hello. Yes, we're bringing Joy on. Scroll down and check out Tommy's video. Actually, if you click on the guide section, you'll see Tommy's video. Watch Tommy's video. Tommy has an amazing story of transformation as well. And definitely check out Tommy's Facebook profile. She has a phenomenal program that she's launched, so check that out as well. So Joy, I think I see you. I'm bringing you on. Joy's coming on. I'm adding you right now. Joy!
Hi!
Hello!
Am I
Hi!
live right now?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Andrea.
Hi!
Hi,
You look
Tommy. Hi,
phenomenal.
everybody.
You look amazing.
I feel amazing. I am just glowing. I love it. My life. Beautiful.
Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for coming
My
on.
pleasure. My extreme joy and pleasure. No pun intended.
I wanted you to come on because you started with us at the beginning, and it was
Yes,
a
I did.
completely different personality in the beginning to today.
Very much so.
Yes.
Um,
So I wanted you to come on. Go ahead.
I just wanted to tell you that yesterday I was in the exact same place that I was when I talked to you over 10 months ago. I live in a community living for adults, and we have our own home here, but we have a common area where we walk in the forest. It's just beautiful all year round, but 10 months ago I was walking in the snow with my husband, and I was talking to Andrea um, on Messenger or whatever it was, and I remember my plea for help. I was at my wit's end, and I just didn't know what to do in terms of I had a fantastic life in terms of I was retired. I had fulfilled my work duties. I had 4 children. I had 4 grandchildren. But there just wasn't there just didn't seem to be some things that made me happy. And I remember the words Andrea said to me. She said, Joy, I can guarantee your happiness. I will work with you, and I will guarantee. And here I am 10 months later. And like I say, I came full circle. Yesterday, I was walking with my eldest son and his family, 2 of my grandchildren, with my husband, and walking in the same place where 10 months ago Andrea heard my cry for help, and I was just so full of love and acceptance and joy and bliss, and walking with my eyes open and knowing that I have transcended all of um, the unhappiness that I was kind of exuding at the time. So, um, yeah, I am extremely grateful for the walk and for my children and grandchildren, and especially for Andrea and Elisa and my six tribe members. Besides, we're 9 of us together. And I will forever be grateful for Tulum and the 9 beautiful people that we that form to present a higher self. I'm amazed. I am on cloud 9. Cloud 9. Symbolism.
It was
everywhere.
Everywhere. So Joy, what do you feel? There's just so much, and we're probably going to have to do another interview because there's so much here. Can you give people an idea of the change that you feel has transpired, as far as things showing up, different things happening, being on a different timeline? I know it's a lot, but can you give people an idea of the shift that has occurred within?
Sure, because it's so fresh. The 10 months and the work that I did for those 10 months. I kept hearing words like upgrade, download, higher self, like all these words and all of this lingo that we use. And I thought, what does all this mean? I don't understand any of it. How come I'm not feeling it? Show up and little synchronicities, and I'm just like, am I missing something? And I continued. I showed up every day just like everybody said to, and I just felt the shift slowly, gradually. And throughout the summer, I kept saying, once I signed up for Tulum, because I knew no matter what, there was no money, no appointment, no other precedent except Tulum. Tulum was the goal, and I was going no matter what. And I knew that in Tulum, it would be the pinnacle or the highlight or the culmination of all of what I had been doing. And the universe did not disappoint, because I had gone, I was traveling in August in Canada where I live. I traveled to another province. And then in September, I traveled outside of Canada to Nicaragua, because I have family down there. I have a family down there. And I was met with, those third world things that we are confronted with. And I was able to transcend them because of all of the tools that I had accumulated through the work that I did in Manifesting Miracles and the higher group. And so by the time October came around and I was ready to fly to Mexico, I knew that this would be the moment where I would be able to see what the universe had done and what the universe had in store for me. And the shift was palpable, because, I started understanding download, and I found like my skin was getting better, my clearing up. I found that my eating habits had changed. I wasn't eating like I used to. I started loving foods that normally I would not introduce. I started hating foods that I had craved at one time. And I'm starting to move, and I'm reading, and it's just one thing after the other. And I was starting to see those little idiosyncrasies that everybody was talking about, and they are little, but I was celebrating them, and I was noticing in them. I was waking up, and I think that was the shift of actually going to Mexico and then being involved in all of the activities that we did. We had a sound bath, and we did the cacao ceremony with the Mayan symbolism. But the turning point for me had to be the sweat lodge, and I grew 100-fold there. I did things normally I would never do. I had the support of not only the shaman who led us through, but of all my tribe and everyone who was in that moment, in that tent with me. And it really was a rebirth for me, because I felt that after that session, after that 3.5 hours of being inside, and dying to the self, I was able to cleanse and purify and become a higher self. And I find myself constantly going back to that specific moment. I mean, all of it was amazing, the food and everything, but the Sweat Lodge for me was a point of reference that I could really say I was there, I did this. That was my moment of um, of shift, of real, true shift, and then it just got better from there. And yeah, I have my challenges. I've certainly had them, but to be able to go back and visit Tulum and those high points is a blessing. I am forever grateful for that, and it keeps me on track. So the shift is there. The shift will come. It took me a while, but in time, the universe decides you need this and you need it now, or it just presents. We have no control over that. All we can do is love and be thankful for what we're given.
Thank you for sharing. And I'm going to invite everybody that's watching to really listen to the frequency of the information that's being shared. And there's a common thread here. So it's in the micro. So the micro reflects the macro. So if we're able to speak these higher frequency words, that's how we know the person is in a higher frequency and they're out of the lower 3 energy centers and in these upper energy centers. And I just want to point that out, because the more clear we can get and the more, we could call it dialed in or fine-tuned, we could get with this process, this formula, the easier it's going to be for the next person that comes in, and then the next person. And really what it's about is us going together, doing this together. What is your experience on the togetherness or the connection, the tribe? How do you feel that's helped allow for the transmutation of the old self into the new self?
I agree. I do love that. And, since coming back, it's incredible that I've remained so close to, everybody that was with me. Melissa's actually talking to me right now. I don't think she realizes that we're live. And she's my accountability partner for yoga. I've started a yoga program, restarted a yoga program, and I asked her to be my accountability partner. So she and I are just talking about, what to do, and I'm accountable to her. Mimi, I've talked to Mimi a few times. Lena, my girl, oh my God, I miss you so much. And I have, those people in mind, and I have a microcosm, with each one of them, talking about, micro and macrocosms, because how I present to them is how I present to the world, how I present to everyone else. So, in hearing Tommy's success or Michelle's accomplishments, Travis on, all my peeps that were in Tulum with me, I can springboard off of that because we have that common experience. And I can also bring that to the larger group. I had an opportunity to connect with Melanie Kelly and Jeanette Altman. And Jeanette hasn't been around for a while, but, I was able to see that she also is, becoming and transitioning. And she wanted to hear about our experiences in Tulum. So it's my privilege to be able to relate with people that are like-minded. And not only that, but in the microcosm of things, I'm also relating with people who are not part of this work, and have been able to, ta- excuse me, tangibly feel that I'm making a difference. For example, the walk yesterday with my family, my son, he was relaxing. He's got a really high stress job. And in the walk, I could feel him relaxing as I, put my hand on him or put my arm around him, and I could feel the tension draining from my daughter-in-law. And they were really connecting with the two grandchildren who are just childlike. I mean, they're already in gamma frequency, and they are just enjoying every little thing about the walk and enjoying the trees and everything. And it just permeates the world. It's just incredible how the microcosm of what you're doing affects everyone, and it's either negatively or positively. And the more positive you are, the more it comes back to you. And I'm really enjoying that cycle of sending out love and getting it back in hundredfold. It's amazing.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. And there's so many truths to what you're sharing, and it is that micro to the macro, because it's how we're being. And there's a great quote, Eckhart Tolle says it a lot. How somebody treats the cashier at the grocery store is how they're showing up in their entire life. And Eckhart Tolle says that quote quite frequently. And then also, I think it's Warren Buffett who also talks about that quote frequently. But however we're showing up in the micro, in the minute, is how we're showing up in the world. And that is our state of being. And that's the energetic signature of us. And I love how you shared how it permeates everyone. It permeates everyone. And I did an interview with Sherry yesterday, and she shared something really profound. She said, you guys going to Tulum has helped me have another big shift. And Sherry wasn't with us in Tulum, but what she was describing was this phenomena called particle entanglement. So whoever we surround ourselves with, the particles entangle, and we literally become the 5 people we surround ourselves with the most. We literally become them. So just you, Joy, being the highest version of you is enough. Just you showing up is enough. So if you had to say to somebody who's watching this right now that's been in the work, they've been doing the work for maybe a few years, and they just haven't had that breakthrough, they haven't had the success that you're talking about, they're not sure how to get where you are, they want to get to where you are, what would you say to that person? Because that was you at one point. You had been doing the work. You had been in the work. That was you.
Yeah.
So what would you say to that person?
I need to stress, show up, because every day makes a difference. It's little by little. I mean, it took us so long to get to where we are, every day. And we're talking like I'm over 60 years old. So it's taken me 60 years to get to where I am today. It's not going to be overnight. So show up every day. And I also, in my one-on-ones with Andrea, a lot of impatience came up because I was the type of person in my older self. It was like, I want it and I want it right now. That was the kind of person that I was. And I couldn't understand why I wasn't getting it, because I'm used to it. In this world, when you have instantaneous, you can get whatever you want instantaneously. You can order it from Amazon and it's not coming. You need to wait, and you need to be patient, and you need to trust. And I think in 2 words, it really is 2 words. And the words are let go. Let go. To trust. I keep thinking like, in high school, I was a music teacher, and we did trust exercises before we did musical theater. And I just remember, one of the exercises was, I think it was in Mean Girls as well, where, somebody gets on top of the table and there are a whole bunch of people at the end, and you're supposed to, just lean back and let yourself go. And then the people below are supposed to catch you. And that's exactly how you feel is you need to let go, and it's the scariest thing in the world, but that's what's going to do it. And I think Dr. Joe's exercises, when he does those challenges, you're letting go, you're doing things that you're not comfortable with, because the ego wants to take hold of you and say, you can't do that, you can't do that. And the whole idea is just let go, just let go. Those are the best two words for anyone that I can give, is just little by little, let go, little by little, every day, let go. You're going to want to control it, and that's natural because that's 3D, but let go. Always, just surrender and say, do what you will. There's so many, things that we've learned. Thy will be done. We say that, thy will be done. That's the universe. Whatever happens. You have to let go, because the universe is going to catch you. I have a screensaver on my computer right now, and it's a picture of a big hand, and the hand is in this position, and there's a guy on a mountain. I'll post it in the thing so you can see it. There's a little guy on a mountain, and it's like he's going to push him off, and it says God in the hand. And then in the next part of the screen, it's got a hand like this that's going to catch the man when he falls off the cliff. And in the hand is written also God. So God gives us these challenges, and pushes us off the cliff, but God is always going to catch us. And it's my screensaver, and I love it. I don't know where I found it, but I'll post it in the Manifesting Miracles. So if you want to do something with it, but it's been something that I see every day. It's like reminds me. So little by little, every day, let go, be patient. Those words I would like to impart on my fellow tribe members. Do the work.
Thank you for sharing. And when you say do the work, and what might have you learned, and what work might have you have done that you feel may have given you the edge, or might have been like a secret that we did? What do you feel might be that secret sauce, if there is a secret sauce?
I really believe that the secret sauce is going all in. I had some resistance about going all in, and that was how I had to let go. I really believe that philosophy, that thought of, you've got to do it all in. If you're going to fall off the cliff, you're not going to leave a part behind that says, you know what, I'm going to keep this part here so it's safe. And you can't do that, because I'm finding that, I was doing all of the work with the mind. I was doing the meditations, the mind, but then once the meditation turned off in the beginning, I would go back to a regular life, and I'd eat or not exercise, or get frustrated with people outside, and it just wasn't working. It was like 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. So I really think the secret formula is going all in, making sure that your spirit, your emotion, your mind, and your body are all aligned. Like however long that takes to line it up, and just keep working on that one line. And again, that goes to micro and macrocosms, right? Because we work on balancing the chakras, and food works on balancing the chakras. If you eat the colors of the chakras, physical activity, yoga, you're working on balancing the chakras and making sure that your body is aligned. So it's an all in process. And again, being patient and doing them, not expecting them all to go one, all of a sudden, all of them together, but just working on little by little, getting those things lined up. The body for me was the last, because no matter what I did, I just could not enjoy exercising. And now it's like, oh my God, I got to move. I've got to work. I've got to do something. I walk. I bike. We're getting into the cold season here, so I've got to think about something. I have snowshoes. So, doing it all in, and this last part, this physical part, so that the mind, the meditation, the food, everything aligns, and I'm living my authentic self in the macrocosm, in the whole world. It's not just me within my house or within my tribe, or just in Tulum, or just in but everywhere. I'm going to go out, and it's a practice. I mean, every day, right? You're striving every day. And coming back home into Canada, there were a lot of obstacles in my way, and I did get frustrated, and I found the more frustrated I got, the worse it would get. And then I kind of had to, shake myself and say, Joy, this isn't you. And the moment that I realigned, the moment I got back into it, everything fell into place. And it was just, smooth sailing right ahead. So perseverance, and yeah, definitely secret sauce. Just let it go. Let it happen. Be patient.
Thank you for sharing. So you've had some amazing stuff show up in your Mind Movie, in your perfect day. How do you feel about sharing whatever you feel comfortable sharing that has shown up?
Oh, wow. Just my whole demeanor. It's happening, and I am closer to my family. I can't even remember some of the they've just been showing up, but now I'm manifesting new stuff, and it's happening. Money, I am acquiring money. Better lifestyle, healthier. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think. I know I've just drawn a blank. My TMJ is gone. That's big. I had TMJ in my jaw, and no longer. I'm missing something. Well, I did go to Tulum. I'm missing something. There's something there, and I just can't think of it. But it's
Kayaking.
big. Kayaking for sure, and
that was
getting out of
huge.
the kayak.
That was huge. That was huge.
Is
yes.
huge. And Tommy,
yes.
You were there with me when we did some kayaking. I actually was told just before this live that I have to put my kayak away because it's getting colder, so I have to go outside and help my husband put my kayak away. But I did get some amazing kayaking done. I'm missing something big, and I know as soon as I go along, it's gonna miss. Anyway, I'm now trying to manifest some business and some working. Well, I have a big weekend coming up actually. The woman that I work for is treating me to a weekend away, so I'm going to this beautiful place of Collingwood, Ontario, to a living water spa, where I'm going to be treated to some massage and things like that, just to make the body feel a little better. And I'm going to be meeting two other women who are in the like work. So I don't know how I manifest. Well, I know how I manifested it, but it was just kind of appeared. It's like, okay, you're coming with me, and okay, I'm coming. So but I know I'm missing something big. I just feel so much better in my entire life. I think that's what's there, and I'm just waiting for better, bigger, better things to come, and I know they're coming. I've changed my mind movie. Again, I've still got some other things because I still want to keep manifesting what I'm manifesting, but there are other things in there that I'm doing. So yeah, it all just comes together. But I think the health is the big thing. I'm out on the kayak. My TMJ is gone. Oh, I'm off
Oh,
antidepressants.
that's
That's the
right.
one. Duh.
How did
I
we
am
forget
on
that one?
Yeah, how can we forget that one? Oh my God.
The biggest
Okay.
one.
The
The biggest
biggest.
one.
It is. It is.
The
I don't
biggest
even think
one.
about it anymore. It's not even there. So I was on antidepressants for over 20 years, and my doctor's solution was like, oh, you're getting used to this dose. Let's add more, add more, add more, add more. And I said, I don't want to do this. So I came off my antidepressants. I am also off my gastrointestinal reflux disorder. I'm off of that medication. And as a result, I'm eating a lot less. I'm enjoying my food a lot better. My final manifestation is to get off my high blood pressure pills. And I know that's going to happen. I mean, that's in the works already. So I'm just waiting for the right moment, the right time, my body to tell me. And I muscle test every day. I've got my pendulum and I muscle test every day in terms of, okay, is it time? How much more time? And my body is speaking to me. And I tell you, I've woken up. Like I remember with the antidepressants, my emotions just like this, flatline, no highs, no lows. And now, oh my God, highs and lows and everything. But I know how to handle the lows now. When I couldn't handle the lows, that's when I, went to medication, and it was just low, 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 and it just suppressed my feelings. Now my heart is opening up. That's what's manifested, is that my everything is just opening up. My heart, my brain, I'm feeling for the first time. How can we forget that? Oh my God. So that's what's happened, is I'm feeling for the first time. I know what it's like to actually be happy, blissful, grateful. Um, that's amazing. That's the biggest. Duh.
Yeah,
That was
it's
it.
so interesting because when those neural pathways prune apart, we forget. We forget that we used to be that person, that personality, and now we're this new personality. So we actually forget it. So we go, was I really that person that was? Yes, yeah. So
And
thank you for sharing. What were you
you're
gonna
welcome.
say?
I just wanted to say that the last time that I thought about it, I was in Nicaragua, and I finished doing the weaning off of the medication a little early. So I had some capsules that were left. And symbolically, I just remember walking along the path, and one at a time, just kind of getting rid of those extra, and eat with each one. And I had done this before um, with another medication, and just saying, I release you, I release you. And the physical, it was only about maybe no more than 20 capsules, but it was just along the way, just giving back to the earth and saying, okay, get rid of this, do what you will with this, because it's not part of me anymore. And it was very symbolic to be able to do that. And I haven't thought about that medication since then, honestly.
So we have our big live event coming up November 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Be sure you're there. Uh, we're going to go over everything that we did with Joy, that we do with the tribe. We're going to go over all the secrets, all the secret sauce things that we do. Um, in deep depth, and you're going to walk away a different person if you go all in on yourself within these 3 days and truly make this a lifestyle change, truly integrate this into every cell of your being. Just like Joy shared, I can guarantee the shift. I can guarantee things will start to show up, things will start to particleize in accordance to the frequency that you're broadcasting to the universe. And things will show up that are a direct match to that frequency. So be sure you're there November 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. You're not going to want to miss it. Is there anything else you want to share, Joy, before we end the live?
I'll be there. You better believe it. I want to support my peeps. I want to see my peeps. I love you all. Thank you for your support. And yeah, just do it. It'll happen. Guarantee. It'll happen.
Yes. So November 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, we'll see you there. And be sure to register in the announcements section if you haven't already. Manifesting Miracles Tribe. And if you need support or guidance, message me. And we'll talk soon. Thank you, Joy.
Bye, guys. Thanks, Andrea. Love you.
Love you. Bye.